Hey everybody, it's Wes. Haven't made a video in a while, so I figured I'd do another one today. I recently did a card reading with my oracle cards, and I posted it on my Instagram a couple of days ago. Um, Actually recorded this video before, and for whatever reason my phone didn't want to upload it, so I'm making another video. I hope everybody had a great new year. This is actually the first reading of the new decade, and the first video of the new decade too. So like and subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that way you can see all of my new videos that'll be coming up. I'm going to try to get them out as often as possible. So anyway, so the card reading that I did was really nice. You know, it went along really well with everything that I've been going through in my life and everything that I'm trying to help others understand as well. Like, amazingly, that life is a process. So life is about taking the steps, right? Taking the steps towards whatever goals and dreams and aspirations that you want. Putting in the work, you know, especially those times when you don't want to, it's important to put in the work. Excuse me. This builds a foundation, and it helps to strengthen your core values, which all of that, those should be the very beginnings of what it is you're trying to create anyways. The core values really sets the foundation, because without core values you don't really have a direction of that you should be going. You're just kind of pissing in the wind aimlessly, I guess would be a way to say it. So you have to put in the work every day in order to do this. That's your core values. And when you put in the work, then you just have to be the process. It's important in being the process. Understand that pitfalls and triumphs are part of the process, and to keep going even through those processes. A good way to keep going is to simply allow. Anytime some bullcrap happens and you feel like it's holding you down, just keep going. Just allow it. It's part of the process. Just trust the process and become the process, because it's just supposed to be that way. I'm not sure what I was trying to say, but it's just a process. It's the way it works. It's part of it. Oh, excuse me. So you have to allow and continue to put in work even through those pitfalls. If you stop, you fail. Even baby steps are success. Like, as long as you keep moving towards your goal and work every day and do your best and not let things hold you back, and don't create a lot of your own resistance by staying in your mind so much, then you're going in the right direction. And then to piggyback off of that, you have to then become the end result. You can't just focus on one day, because then the universe will only spit back to you that it's not that day. Because that's kind of what you're implying when you say, well, one day I'll have this, or one day I'll be this, or one day I'll get to this. You're implying that you don't already have that, and so the universe is going to give you more of which you don't already have. So be the end result. See in your mind's eye so clearly the goal you're wanting to achieve, and already act like you've achieved that goal. And then that goal will fall into your lap in a lot of ways, and a lot of times it does do that. What did I write down here? That see this goal so clearly that you start being that which you are working towards, and understand that once that goal is reached, it signifies the end, but nothing's ever really the end, is it? So it signifies the beginning. You'll reach that goal, and then upon reaching that goal, through the journey of reaching that goal, you will have already have made other goals. It's a never-ending story. You get one goal, and by the time you get there, there's another one, and then another one, and then another one. And that's kind of how your life is placed before you. And if you just let it happen to you, instead of putting in the work behind it, then you may not get to the place you are trying to achieve and get to. So you have to put in the work. You have to put in the work, or you're not going to get the results you want. And in that, it's kind of understanding that there is no real end. There's not. It's everything, and every day is a process, and everything and every day is a new experience. It just That's the way life works. It's the way the universe decides to work. So when you take this knowledge, you can apply this to your 3D world construct, which basically means you can apply this knowledge to any aspect of your world, any aspect of your world. Take the knowledge and understand that if you want to become a better singer, or you want to become a painter, or you want to change the world, or you want to find love, or you want to get a better job, or you want to learn a new skill, it's all about applying the knowledge here, taking the steps to do so, being the process, allowing the mistakes, not letting them, slow you down or discourage you, and understanding that when you reach that goal, there will be another goal attached to that goal. But you won't reach goal number 2 until you've reached goal number 1. You won't be able to play in a concert jazz band in front of thousands of people until you first learned how to play the trumpet. Does that make sense? And you can take this beyond the physical. Use these steps in order to grow your consciousness, in order to grow your religion or your spirituality or your relationship with God, or whatever you want to call it. You can use these same exact processes, taking the steps, putting in the work, becoming the end result, allowing, being the process. You can put this in action to your consciousness as well. And it can help you then to expand your consciousness more than you probably ever thought possible. And it all depends on you. It all depends on you. So when you're doing this and you're using these steps and adding these processes and thought processes and such to any aspect of your life, you are working with source energy. You are working with God. You are working with the ethereal life frequencies, the soul code. You're at that point, you're able to even get in touch with the Akashic records of individual souls and the whole galactic consciousness. You can do all of these things. It's within all of us. Everything that has ever been, that ever is, and that ever will be is within you. Everything. So it's there. You just have to turn inward and look for it and search and not get discouraged and put in the work every day. And you must put in the work on your meditation practices, and you must put in the work on your business practices, and you must put in the work on your personal daily life as well as your outside life. Your internal life, your internal life, your internal life. Everything you think and feel and speak must be in practice. Everything. Just exactly the way that anything you want to be good at in the world, you must practice at. You must put in the work. You must allow the mistakes to happen and not get discouraged. You must then understand that in attaining those goals, there will be more and bigger goals attached to that. There's a better way to explain that, and I'm sure I'll get to it. And then in doing all of this, whether you realize it or not, as long as you're working within the positive constructs of your mind and the positive constructs of love and not out of fear, you are severing that which does not serve you, which is one of the best things anybody can do for themselves. Nobody needs to hold on to anything that does not serve them as a whole and as a spiritual being. Life is wonderful, and I'm here to help people understand that. Not really sure if this is the way or not, but you know what? This is what I was led to believe I need to do, so this is what I'm doing. My name is Wes, and I'm an infinite spiritual being having a temporary human experience. And so are you.